We must refuse to be divided. There is nothing Africa is going to achieve in this new global balance of power if we act in a divided way. We must appeal from Cape to Cairo, Morocco to Madagascar. We must hold Kagame in relation to the DRC and Tshisekedi and say to them, find a room, stop and silence the guns, unite the African continent and face the world together as responsible leadership. We must challenge ECOWAS that the exclusion of Burkina Faso from the Western African community is not a solution when Burkina Faso is fighting for independence from colonial France. All of West Africa must cut ties with France. We must challenge Museveni. We must challenge all our leaders from these African Renaissance clubs based on cultural excellence, based on sports excellence, based on uniting on the principles of self-reliance, self-determination, self-love. We must refuse for hate to win in the African continent. All of you here on Sunday, you will be closing your eyes, praying a God you cannot see. And when you open your eyes, hate the man and woman that is created by the God that you don't see. You've got the guts to hate, but pray. Hatred has taken us too long. We have to build an Africa that loves itself. We need to build an Africa that knows how to define its best interest.
Wow, Africa must unite now. Young generation want a united Africa. Welcome and greetings all of you, dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans here in the continent, and to those who are in the diaspora. Today I brought you this powerful speech delivered by a South African and Pan-Africanist former EFF member, Mr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi in Malawi. This speech shaken the African leaders because young people want changes. Watch this video from the beginning to the end, and also share this video to our fellow Africans here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora also. And don't forget to like it and also comment on this video. If you are new, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you can get new information and new speeches from our Pan-Africanist. We are here to make Africa great. Welcome, Africa. Mr. Ndlozi has spoken the issue of unity, and of course all things that Mbuyiseni has touched rely on the issue of unity. We have been saying this many times, but what I see right now that our Pan-Africanists, our Africans are started moving from one country to another to share the message of solidarity and unity. This is a good news, and this is a good thing that to see Africans now we are starting integrating. We are starting coming together to share what we desire as Africans, especially to we young people. Mr. Ndlozi has spoken the issue of unity. The issue of unity, of course, we have been saying this many times. Every now and then we repeat this thing. We will continue to preach peace and unity and love, because those are just pillars for we Africans to achieve. Mr. Ndlozi as arguing Africans, touching African Union, ECOWAS, to bring people together, to unite the people. African Union has mandate to bring people together. What's happening in DRC? What African Union is doing? What happened to Niger? Why ECOWAS tried to invade Niger while ECOWAS know that Niger is a member country. So I think we need a serious unity. We need a serious unity among Africans. So also, Mr. Ndlozi has touched the issue of politics. This is another virus that is destroying Africa. Politics in Africa is a virus. In the current politics that we have, this is what we call democratic politics. These are things that is destroying Africa. Right now, our leaders, they feel that they have mandate to even to give us permission to communicate to one another. So we have such kind of politics that are destroying our continent. So Mr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has touched what you can do as Africans, what kind of politics we need. We need politics that is making Africans accountable. And of course, I think few months ago, I asked about the issue of Agenda 2063, that we have Agenda 2063, but what each country is doing to make sure that we are going to achieve Agenda 2063, and who is questioning those countries? Who can ask Malawi, what Malawi have you done to achieve Agenda 2063? What Burkina Faso have you done to achieve Agenda 2063? What Uganda have you done? But we don't have any tools that are making these countries accountable. So at the end of the day, we will find that even the Agenda 2063 will become something that will come in the past. But we, young generation, we want to see our leaders being accountable for Agenda 2063, being accountable for Africa Continental Free Trade Area. So right now we are talking about infrastructures. Have we done much better on infrastructures? Each country is contributing to make sure that we are going to have infrastructures. We are talking about peace. In Agenda 2063, there's peace. Each country is participating to make sure that there's peace. As Mr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi said, when Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso came together to fight France, what ECOWAS did to France? Did ECOWAS sanction France? Even today, can ECOWAS boycott France and say what you are doing to these Francophone countries is not right? Right now, you see America is sanctioning South Africa. And of course, it is not already announced totally, but we have seen that Mr. Trump has withdrawn aid, and also said he would not attend the G20 summit. But what have we said as Africans? You see, what have we said as Africa? So it's not about the matter of South Africa only. If we are so united, if we can speak with one voice, we can say to America, what you are doing is not right. Look, today Zimbabwe is under sanction. What Africa we are saying about Zimbabwe? Forgot about what maybe coming one by one, providing some speeches about few words about release sanction. Do you think we can tell America that America release your sanction or remove sanction to Zimbabwe, or UK remove sanction without taking decisive action? Can they remove those sanctions? We have seen since 2000, I think in 2003, if it's not 2001, when Mugabe took the land, these countries imposed the sanction to Zimbabwe. We try to speak, but are they removed the sanctions? Right now, they are talking about sanctioning Rwanda. We have seen, for instance, Belgium talking about sanctioning Rwanda. Also, South Africa, as I said, America is talking about South Africa's doing bad thing to white minority. So, do you think if America is going to sanction South Africa, can we stop America to do so? Can we stop it? If we are united, we can stop America. We can speak with America that what we are doing is not right. There's no white genocide in South Africa. It's just misinformation. We can speak to America. We can say what you hear from maybe the song of Malema, that's just a revolutionary song. You cannot take a revolutionary song and these politics chanting songs and say there is genocide in South Africa. But South Africa itself cannot achieve. But if all of us, 54 nations, we can speak, we can say, each one, there's no genocide in South Africa, there's no genocide in South Africa, there's no genocide in South Africa. All our voice, if we can speak with one voice, I think America can understand. Can you understand? Look how we are divided right now, as Mr. Ndlozi said. When it comes to last year Africa Summit, we are divided. When it comes to China Africa Summit, we are divided. When it comes to America Africa Summit, we are divided. What's the difference between these summits and the Berlin Conference? It looks the same, but they're changing position and shapes. So we need to come together as Africans. Those are just solutions that we can achieve as Africans. So coming together is very important for us, the people of Africa. Also, Mr. Ndlozi has touched the issue of richness. Yes, in Africa we have rich people, but if you ask them, how do you get your richness? You'll be wondering. You'll be wondering. We have rich people, but we don't know how they get money. And that's why sometimes we think they are stealing from us. They're signing poor contracts and they are being bribed by Western power. We are not supporting our innovators for the best of Europeans. Recently, I shared the video of a young innovator from Zimbabwe, somebody Chikumboso. I think you can go to the internet and you can try to search Mr. Chikumboso. I said, why Mr. Chikumboso is not a richest man like Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg? Because he innovated something that is not ever heard in the world, that someone has a machine that can tap the energy from the air. We have always seen that machine that generating energy is maybe has moving parts or has something like lithium, but the machine that was invented by Mr. Chikumboso is extracting energy from radio frequency. Why don't that man become a richest person? Why don't we make that man a richest people in this world? We can, but because of bribes from those who are supplying sometimes generators and batteries, and of course they are using our resources to produce generators, to produce battery, solar. They are bribing our leaders. They are bribing our ministers so that we cannot support Mr. Chikumboso. But if we are serious as Africans, right now we have a meeting as Africans in the African Union that we have got someone who can supply, who can manufacture machines that can supply energy or electricity to the rural areas where people need energy. Right now we are in the scarcity of energy. We are talking about green energy, but we have got someone in Africa who can produce machine that is so green, environmental friendly, Mr. Chikumboso. Why don't we give him resources and say, produce more, induce your knowledge to other Africans, later having a hub for innovation, for manufacturing of machines? What happen if maybe God will take Mr. Chikumboso right now? What would happen? We'll remain with history. You know, Africans, we are loading. Our brain took a long time to recognize things. I think, I'm sorry if maybe I'm insulting, but that's what I see. Because we have good people like Mr. Chikumboso. Why we are not using Mr. Chikumboso? Why we are waiting to buy machines from China? We are waiting to buy things from Europe. Why don't we use Mr. Chikumboso, this young entrepreneur, young innovator? Why can't we make him like more than Elon Musk? And we forget that even Elon Musk came from South Africa. So we have engineers, we have innovators. These people are coming from Africa. So don't wonder when you will find that Mr. Trump has taken Mr. Chikumboso to America to produce machine and to innovate in America. Because we Africans, we have innovators, we have engineers, but we are not using them. Ask who is building our roads. The things that we have been talking many times. We can say we don't have capital. What our resources are doing, what our gold are doing, what our oil are doing, if we don't have capital. Where those money are going? We have riches. Where they get money? Where they get money? So Africans, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to create millionaires and billionaires. We have that capacity because we have resources. We have resources that can make our people millionaires and billionaires. But because of disunity, because of self-hate, because of division, we don't support one another. We don't help one another. We don't appreciate what fellow Africans are doing. So we need also to consider on how we can work together, especially on the issue of producing millionaires and billionaires, and also appreciate our skills. You remember in Burkina Faso, of course, they have they're manufacturing electric cars. I asked one day, do you think Cote d'Ivoire will buy electric cars from Burkina Faso? Do you think Ghana can buy electric cars from Burkina Faso? What we are going to do is to try to compete with Burkina Faso, or to try to compete with those who are trying to become inventors. So let us stop self-hate. Let us support one another. If Burkina Faso is manufacturing electric cars, let us start producing maybe batteries for electric cars. Speak with Burkina Faso, having a business forum that you are producing this. I'm going to produce spare parts. But we Africans, we compete each other. You will find that the same countries are going to work hard to try to compete with Burkina Faso. That's why we are failing. We compete and we are competing because of self-hate. We don't want someone to look, he's doing well. Self-hate is killing Africa. We must stop self-hate. We must love one another. We must appreciate and support one another. Also, Mr. Ndlozi has spoken about the issue of holding our leaders accountable. Yes, we need to hold our leaders accountable. And of course, he said about the issue of Kagame and Tshisekedi. We have been saying this many times, fellow Africans. We have solutions. You see, what Mr. Ndlozi is saying is what many young Africans are saying. You know what, friends, fellow Africans, right now, young people are speaking the same language. If you hear what Captain Ibrahim Traore is talking about, it is the same to what Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is saying. It's the same to what Julius Malema is saying. It's the same what young people in Ghana is saying. It is the same to what young people in Malawi is saying. But what's happening right now, these young people are not given oxygen. Today we celebrate Captain Ibrahim Traore, but look how Captain Ibrahim Traore came to power. Just imagine if Captain Ibrahim Traore, he was not a soldier, he hasn't an opportunity to take power through military coup. Where will Captain Ibrahim Traore be right now? You see? Have you asked yourself, without Captain Ibrahim Traore being a soldier and decided to take decisive decision of taking power from Mr. Damiba, where will Captain Ibrahim Traore be right now? Maybe he was in, or he will be in a struggle somewhere, struggling. So you can see. So we have young, intelligent people, but the systems are not giving them oxygen. Right now you find that we have elders who don't want to leave power. They still believing that they can lead their nations. We are not challenging that our leaders have to go, but what we want to say, let us give young people opportunities to serve, to lead. They have new ideas. They have generations in... They're a new generation. They have ideas. They can do something different with our elders. So, but in this generation or in this current situation, we are not giving our young men and women opportunities. And that's why you find that when you find young people coming to power, you see changes. You see changes. Everywhere where there's young people, you see commitment, you see changes. So young people, don't be discouraged. The time has come when you will take the lead to change this continent, where your desire will come true. We want Africans, especially young people, to drive our economy. We want to see millionaires and billionaires from young people. Why always white people? Why always others? Why not Africans? We have everything. We have minerals. We have everything. We have horrible land. We have solar. We have water. Why we are poor? If we ask ourselves why we are poor, we are poor because we have been created to become poor. We are poor by design, not accidental. We are poor by design. No one wants Africans to become rich, and no one will come and give us richness. We can become rich if we can work together, we can support one another, we can buy from each other. That's where we can become rich. So we need to wake up. We need to change our minds, the way we think, the way we see things, and we must support one another. So leaders who are in power, give opportunities to young people. Give them opportunities. They can do better. They can serve you well. They can help you. You know, there's a fear. Maybe these young people, they are not matured enough. They cannot do better. They can steal. But young people are not stealing. If there's a condition of young people to steal, it is because of our elders have taught them to steal. Because we have seen our elders are stealing from us. They are hiding money somewhere else, in Dubai, in somewhere else. But if we can come together, we can sit and having light mindset, I think you can change this continent. Lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, I have tried to share from what Mr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has said, but if you have more things, you may share with us also through the comment section, and also you may help us to share this video to our fellow brothers and sisters in different parts in this world. But right now, I see young generation demanding changes, demanding unity. I see the message of unity is spreading like a wildfire. So let us preach love, peace, and unity. We Africans, wherever we are, let us, everyone where you are, preach peace, love, and unity. Those three pillars will help us to succeed. If we have peace, we can develop. If we have love, we can come together. If we have unity, we can support one another. Those are very important things that we need to do as the three pillars for we Africans to achieve. Up to that, let me say thank you. Have a nice time. See you next time.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.